Matt Aguilar here from comicbook.com, and today I have the pleasure of speaking to WWE NXT superstar Lola Vice. How are you?
I'm so good. It's fight week, baby. I'm so excited. This is a big week for me.
Yeah, it's a huge week. And NXT Battleground right around the corner. You've got one of the biggest matches of your WWE career so far. But I gotta say, man, this year, like it's been on a roll. Not only did we, obviously we have this NXT Underground match with Shayna Baszler, but just a couple weeks ago, you take part in the first, women's NXT Underground match with Natalia. You're in the title picture with Roxanne earlier this year. It's been a lot, kind of a big roller coaster for you. How has it been this year, just kind of looking at it to this point, and how you kind of dealing with it?
This year has been I this year has been like a dream come true for me in the sense that I feel like everything is falling into place. Like all my hard work is paying off. I feel confident in the ring. I feel confident in my character. I feel confident as Lola Vice. I know what I bring to the table, and I believe every time I've stepped into the ring, I've been undeniable. And now I have the biggest opportunity of my career on Sunday and the biggest fight that I've had in my life so far. I'm the only woman to submit Ronda Rousey, and it's always been my dream to work with Shayna. And, we had our differences and she never let me be myself. But on Sunday, I'm going to prove to her why I can be a dancing badass, and I'm going to knock her out.
And are we gonna get the celebration, the trademark celebration after that pin?
I promise you, once I knock Shayna Baszler out, you will get the trademark celebration.
It was always funny to me during your, time together, kind of, as a little bit of an alliance as a team.
Mhm.
The juxtaposition there was always actually entertaining on TV.
Yeah,
You having
I brought Shayna back to NXT, a place where she dominated. She was the most dominant NXT Women's Champion, and she was my training partner, and she helped train me for the underground match against Natalia. But, she just never let me be myself. And I don't like that. I hate being told what to do, and I hate being told how to act. So on Sunday, I'm going to prove a point to her.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where now that you're on opposite sides, I still think there still seems to be some respect on your end for your opponent,
Yeah.
because you've, like, just in this couple minutes here, you haven't buried her, and I understand, like, you
Yeah.
could easily do that. It's,
Yeah. I mean,
and
I
that's just
respect her a lot. I respect everything she's done. Um, but I just can't respect the fact that she judges me for the way I look, and I've never liked that. And I will never take away from her what she's done in MMA, what she's done in the WWE, but she's not Lola Vice.
well. And how has the transition from having that fight background like you do been,
Yeah.
and moving into NXT? Because I feel like the underground, especially the underground match type and style, really,
Mhm.
like, accentuate, like, it's like the perfect combination for your sort of style. Have you
Yep.
felt that too? Have you felt a little bit more free because of you've been able to participate in several of
Mhm.
those matches now?
Yeah. Well, honestly, when I fought Natalia in the underground, I didn't really know what to expect. And then when I got in there, it felt like an MMA fight. We were fighting. It felt unique to me, and it felt close to the home and like what I grew up in. It was my comfort zone. So I think Shayna's making a mistake of underestimating me, because the moment you underestimate me, I am extremely dangerous. And on Sunday, I think she's gonna get a little cocky on me, and that's where I'm gonna capitalize.
Yeah, it's they have been, that last match was so fun to watch, because also too, with
Mhm.
you going against Natalia, I feel like it also brought, Abel's was able to showcase Natalia's
Mhm.
physicality, and her kind of edgier side in that regard. And so
Yeah.
we look forward to that with Shayna.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a killer match. And for you too, because this has been, we've also, like, seen your first merch roll out, right?
Mhm.
Like, I know, like, there's a couple things in, like, the life of I feel like professional wrestling, like, it's shirt, action figure, right? Video game. Like there's some cool
Mhm.
things that like you don't really get to do anywhere else.
Mhm.
How does that feel? And especially seeing the response to it.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful that the fans have appreciated me, and in the WWE I'm completely myself. From MMA to WWE, nothing's changed. I'm actually more myself now in the WWE, and they love it. So it makes me very happy, and yes, this is my first shirt, hopefully of many. This was my concept, my vision, my design come to life. So when I first saw it, I cried. And then hopefully, my action figure, I want the hips to move and shake. And, like that's my dream because, just because you're a badass in the cage and in the ring doesn't mean that you can't have fun. It doesn't mean you can't be elegant and beautiful, and doesn't mean you can't dance. So I'm gonna prove a point to everyone, and I'm gonna show them, love me or hate me, it doesn't matter. I'm always gonna be undeniably Lola Vice.
Yeah, it's one of those things too. The countdown has already started. Was looking online and the WWE 2K24, right, kind of came out and some of the
Mhm.
DLC people were already like, "Oh, did we see where's Vice in that teaser image?" And I've seen some of the creations look pretty good, but like of course it's going to be something special when the official one, maybe rolls
Yes,
out
yes.
next
I
year.
can't
Is
wait for that. I cannot wait to be in the game. I think it's gonna be fun. I would love for my character to knock someone out and dance or to speak in Spanish, I see it. So hopefully they portray my character in that way. But regardless, it's gonna be amazing to see. I'm so excited. There's just so much opportunity, and I'm so grateful that all the hard work I put in is paying off, and it's led me to this moment on Sunday at Battleground.
also and touching on that, it's been really fun to see the NXT kind of step into this new era, right?
Yeah.
Even from 2.0 to where we are now, kind of this Triple H era of things. But it's also great to see the roster because it's just like it's grown so much. It's a really interesting mix of youth but also ethnicity. It's awesome for like my little girl started to watch wrestling with me, right? So she caught her first pay-per-view
Oh,
at Elimination Chamber, right? She watched that one and now she's like, watching the Smackdown, watching NXT with me here and there. And she sees
ah,
people that look like her. And it's like
oh,
you, Roxanne Perez, it's Bailey, all these people that it's just like it's so
oh.
cool for her to see that, and like not for me to have to go like, let me find the one.
Yes, yes,
Let me
yes.
find the one person. Is that pretty cool to be a part of? Because
Yeah,
look, we saw the NXT Battleground image. You're right there. You're
I
in
know.
that mix.
I know, it's such an honor to me because first of all, Shawn Michaels is cooking in NXT. We have the best NXT female roster ever. Like our roster is incredible, and women of all backgrounds and of all cultures and different athletic backgrounds, But to be the first Cuban American woman and to be a Latin American woman that young girls could look up to, and it's not you just have to be a badass. No. I'm a badass, but I'm also a Latina. And Latinas are crazy, So I like to portray that. And I think I speak for myself when I say my whole purpose and goal of doing this is to show young girls that you could do both and you do have opportunity. And being a first generation American, I worked very hard for my position right now in this company, and I'm very grateful I'm getting this opportunity. And I'm fighting in the underground at the UFC Apex in WWE, my dream company, with my MMA background and being an Hispanic woman. It all makes sense. I'm living my destiny, and it means so much to me. And I hope other people realize how passionate I am about what I do, and that I'm always going to give you the best performance every time I step in the ring.
Yeah, it's something special. And look, you've got, obviously we don't want to look past opponents. Got Shayna, you've got a big challenge in front of
Mhm.
you. But
Yeah.
you've already been in the mix for the NXT Women's Championship. You've had the breakout tournament, contract. So you've been in this spot here where like you're near that title. For you looking ahead for 2024, rest of the
Mhm.
year, what is kind of the the thing that would cap it off for you? Because it's already been a banner year, right? But we got lots of months left. Are you kind of gunning for that title, dethroning Perez? What is kind of the motivation for you kind of moving forward through the year?
So my goal after I knocked Shayna Baszler out on Sunday is to become the first Cuban American NXT Women's Champion, and I will beat Roxanne Perez, and I will knock her out. And my goal is to do that at Heatwave, my show, because I bring the heat. So I would like to become champion at Heatwave when I knock out Roxanne Perez.
Oh man, and it feels like too. There's always all this. NXT has been I mean, geez, what, just a week ago? We see Jordan Grace and Ethan Page. You never know what you're gonna get. Julia's, out there just kind of as a threat. What do you think about all this new, this new talent coming in?
I see it and stuff. Jordan, I respect her and she's strong and stuff, and I'm interested to see how Roxanne handles that. And Julia, at some point she will be coming, and I've heard, she's tough too. No one compares to Lola Vice. They could say whatever they want. They could act like they're the toughest or the most violent, whatever. No one compares to me. And no matter what test Roxanne Perez has, I will become NXT Women's Champion.
Well, and speaking of that, it's been really cool to see NXT have so much. I mean, you're in the middle of one right now, so much crossover with Smackdown and Raw. And so you holding that title after Heatwave. We've seen some fun champ versus champ matchups. Is there someone right now, of the two champions over on SmackDown or Raw, we would like to challenge for a title versus title, or even just no title on the line, just to see who's better? Is there one you'd want to challenge more than the other?
That's a good question. I think I would love to challenge Liv Morgan for that title. I know her and I've worked with her before, but I think I could hang with Liv. And definitely when Rhea comes back, I would love to do that too. I don't know, thinking of the main roster, it's so exciting, because when that does happen, that will be a new chapter for me, and people have only seen very little of what I could do. But when that time comes and I get as much experience as those women has, it's over, because Lola Vice is going to become the champion.